Hi, welcome to my channel, Lux to O. And today I wanted to share with you my opinion on Guerlain's latest flanker to their L'Interdit collection. And it is simply called La Parfum. The scent profile of L'Interdit La Parfum is orange blossom, pear, and amber woods. And it's a bold type of floral fragrance that has a little bit of a woody embrace, I would say. So we have those notes that are quite floral, woody, and balmy, with head notes of ginger extract, pear. In the heart we have orange blossom, mimosa absolute, and we also have tuberose absolute and jasmine sandalwood in the heart of the fragrance. In the base we do get patchouli, essence of vetiver, and precious balms. Let me quickly mention some of the ones from the past so I can kind of compare for you. The one that was just released in the springtime was the L'Interdit, and it has Angelica in it. And this just came out in the spring of the year. Each flanker may offer different base notes, and then they may offer more distinct notes to other fragrances in the line, or a difference to the original L'Interdit DNA. The L'Interdit original DNA has that intoxicating blend of white florals. So in the spring, they added the Angelica in it. And let me explain a few more differences in some of the fragrances. For instance, a real favorite of people, and it is very enjoyable, is the L'Interdit Rouge. And that adds a spicy, gingery note and also a blood orange. I would say in my lineup of L'Interdit flankers, this would probably be my second favorite. But L'Interdit Rouge is very popular, and it's a beautiful fragrance. Now my favorite is the black bottle, which is L'Interdit Intense. And I will say, this was one that I heard some feedback on that it was good. This was a couple of years ago. And I thought, okay, let me try it. And I've got to be honest, I tried it twice and did not like it. And then the third time I tried it, there was something about it that was so appealing to me. And I don't know if it was a body chemistry change, if it was a difference because my nose was used to smelling more different notes and fragrances. But I think this is absolutely my very favorite. And this has the sesame note to it and adds some nuttiness. This is definitely a beautiful fragrance, and it is my favorite. It has been discontinued, but can still be found. So if it sounds appealing to you, maybe you can still find it on some websites, and this is L'Interdit Intense. This is creamier to me and longer lasting than the original L'Interdit. I have recently opened this new bottle, and I also purchased 2, maybe 3 backup bottles when I learned it was discontinued, but that's not excessive, is it? The next one that they came out with, and I think they did this to me with the intention of replacing the Intense version that I love with L'Interdit's Absolute. And that's what I would call the other black bottle fragrance that has a smooth tobacco note. And it is very pleasant. I guess this one was an addition because of that tobacco note, which is actually very nice. It has had some time to sit, and I think it is a very nice fragrance. However, I do not think it is a good replacement for the L'Interdit Intense with the sesame note. I do think if you like a tobacco note that is smooth and light, then you may really enjoy the Absolute. And I think it's become a lot more pleasant. So if you get it and don't find it's for you, you can certainly, I'm sure, send it back or sell it or whatever you choose to do with it. But it's actually much more pleasant than I thought it was going to be. It will never replace my number one. And thankfully, with my backup bottles, I may never have to replace my number one. And then they came out with a fragrance that was called Rouge Ultime. I think that's how you say it. And it shares some of the spiciness from the Rouge But this one, the Ultime, has a addition of cocoa and a bit of earthiness with vetiver and patchouli. It's a lovely fragrance though. It would not be my number 1 or 2 either, but it's very nice. You also have the one I mentioned that came out in the springtime. Now this one is spicy, and Givenchy added the Angelica seeds to make this one also more aromatic, which it is. The additional notes are prickly pear, and it made it a little prickly to my nose. I haven't used it much. I have given it a go, but I still keep reaching for my favorites, and I do like the original as well. And you could layer it, I thought about this morning, layering this, the L'Interdit Angelica Rouge, with the L'Interdit Rouge, and I think it could actually work very well together, and maybe it will give you a unique scent that you would enjoy. Now this newest L'Interdit, I've not forgotten what I'm talking about, but I did want to give you a recap on the others. But this one has a fruity sweetness, and it has a nice addition of an almond accord that is kind of distinct, nutty, and it's more of a bitter almond, and it's not like the sweet marzipan type of almond, which I happen to enjoy, but I also enjoy a bitter almond. And this is quite juicy in the beginning from the fruitiness of the pear and also crisp apple. The iconic white flower in tuberose is also in here. And this one has the addition of a radiant mimosa absolute. And I actually kind of enjoy that mimosa scent. I've had it in another fragrance as well, and I think it's quite nice. And it also has the balsam accords as well. The dry down with this newest L'Interdit is what gives it, to me, the power and depth to the fragrance. It also has that warm, rich base, and there is a resinous accord that consists of benzoin, myrrh, and opopanax, which provides a little bit of smokiness, almost like an incensey type of warmth. And this is blended with earthy, rooty vetiver with a touch of what I consider a clean smelling patchouli. If you don't like patchouli, I think you might still be okay with this one because it's not a dirty patchouli. This gives it, the patchouli, kind of gives it that woody backbone that I think it needed. And so I think it's a lovely fragrance. I think it's for a who would wear the new L'Interdit? I would say anybody who wants to. I think it is a sensual, confident woman type of fragrance. It is the newest of the L'Interdit flankers, the L'Interdit La Parfum, and it is in my collection and it's a good addition. But would I suggest buying it if you have the other L'Interdits? Not really, unless maybe you're low on a L'Interdit and you just simply want to get your first L'Interdit or just give it a try. Lovely fragrance, but I don't think this one has enough of a difference in the area that I would like for me to want to repurchase it. I did, however, enjoy from a couple of years ago the Burning Neroli, which is quite wonderful, and as you can see, I've really enjoyed it, and I'm kind of savoring it. I don't want to use it up, but this was a wonderful flanker, as well as their Jasmine flanker too, several years ago. And I will always be someone who will purchase the newest flanker of L'Interdit. But I was not excited about the Angelica. I find Angelica can be a bit sharp, and that's what I do not like about their spring release. The new one, the La Parfum, and I hope I'm not confusing you, because I know there's a lot of L'Interdit Rouge and a L'Interdit Intense, but this one is a lovely scent. I think it's suitable for a special occasion type of fragrance, evening wear, or just in the cooler weather. The performance of the L'Interdit La Parfum is like so many of the others, and it is excellent. It's beautiful, it has a very noticeable sillage, and it does last 7 to 8 hours on my skin, making it a reliable companion for a full day or an enchanting evening out. 3 words I would use would be intoxicating, timeless, and resinous. Have you experienced the allure of L'Entrée La Parfum? If not, tell me what your favorite L'Entrée is, or if you haven't tried it yet, because they are beautiful. And every time I wear a L'Entrée, especially I have found on my skin, the Intense or the Rouge, which is spicy with the ginger I mentioned, I find that those are the ones that I get the most compliments from. And I know many of you don't necessarily wear perfumes for compliments, and I understand that. I want to be happy with the fragrance I'm wearing because I am wearing it all day, and I do enjoy the L'Entrée La Parfum. Thank you so much for joining me. Please like, share, and subscribe. It costs you nothing, but it helps my channel so much. And I will look forward to seeing you in my next fragrance video, my fragrance friends. Please keep smelling divine. Thank you. Goodbye.